Yo, welcome to King's Football Show. I decided to do a very spontaneous stream today. I was going to do a stream earlier. Unfortunately, I had a puncture on my car, so I couldn't do the stream. And I was watching the Premier League games, and they were very entertaining. So I was like, you know what? Why not just jump on the stream and see what's gonna happen? As you can tell, let me right now. Fulham Brighton 2-1. Crystal Palace Brentford 1-0, Southampton Chelsea 2-1, Leeds Everton 0-1. So it's been very entertaining games, uh, goals in every game, and it's been a good Tuesday night of Premier League football. And yeah, I'm watching the games. I was like, you know what? Promise myself to do one stream minimum a day. So should I wait until after the game? Or should I just do it now because I'm watching the game? So yeah, here I am, um, watching the game, and Brentford have just equalized, guys. 1-1. Brentford, Crystal Palace. This is what I'm saying. It's been a very, very entertaining uh, uh, games today on TV, and can't stop watching them. And it is Visa again, the super sub. I mean, how many times have has he come on from the bench and scored for for Brentford? So unfortunately, I don't own him. I own Mbemo, and every time I own Mbemo, he decides to stop scoring or getting assists. So yeah, this is the last time I'm owning Mbemo. I'm tired of him. He doesn't score or get assists for me. So what's the point? But what a goal from Brentford. 1-1. It's been a good game in the 88th minute. It's not a lot left in that game, but what can we say? Um, they've been playing well. I think it's well deserved, if I'm honest. Both team have played well. Both team have done well. Obviously, the standout is Saha. What a goal he scored! It was a wonderful goal. And also 1-1 between Leeds and Everton. Sinistera scores his first goal for Leeds. Aronson gets an assist. Uh, good game, good game, good game again. And I'm enjoying the games. It's a lot of goals. It's hard to keep up with all of them, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Why not? Why not? There we go. Leicester versus Everton. 1-1. So let's see. Let's see who's gonna score next, guys. But yeah, Everton, Crystal Palace, 1-1. Uh, yeah, and right now, Crystal Palace has the ball. They put it up to Saha. Saha gets a free kick. No, he's played well, Wilfred Saha. I would take him at Arsenal. I really would. Um, he's a good player. I feel like he's in his prime, and he's grown on me. I feel like every season he's getting better and better. So I know he's 29. He's turning 30 years this year. Honestly, I don't care. I think he looks sharp. He looks physical. He can play centre forward. He can play number 10. He can play on the wing. Why would I not want him at Arsenal? He's an Arsenal fan. He lives in London. And he would probably not cost more than 20, 25 million. And he would want to join us. And so I don't see why we should not try and get Saha. He's a quality player. And I think he would improve us. He really would. He really would. He really would. He's good. He's good, Saha. I rate him. I rate him very much. And I think he would improve us, and he would give a challenge to Martinelli. He would give a challenge to Saka, and he's a good dribbler as well. You know, he's good on the ball. But what I like with Saha now is that he's added goals to his game, so he's become more effective, more efficient in the final third. And you know, we need options in the attack. So if we can get a Premier League proven attacker that plays in the Premier League and it gives you 10 to 15 goals every season now, he is that good. Why not? Why not? Like, I rate him. I really do. I take Saha in a heartbeat. I don't know about you guys, but for me, he's probably one of the best players outside the top six. And it's hard to get signings in right now. That's the thing as well. It's very hard to get signings in for Arsenal. But Crystal Palace won, Brentford won. I'm gonna skip to the Chelsea game and see how they're doing. They're still 2 down to Southampton. And Southampton have a free kick. And obviously, James Ward-Prowse is stepping up. It's a good opportunity for Southampton to score. And yeah, I saw the Leeds scored. Sinistero scored his first goal for them in the Premier League. He's a good player. I put the link into the chat if anyone wants to join. This is just a very spontaneous stream. I was home, I was bored, I was watching the game. I was gonna do a stream anyway, so I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying the Premier League games. All of them have been good today, actually. And so I was like, you know what? Why not make a stream? But yeah, Fulham is impressive again. Brighton had not lost, and Brighton had only conceded one goal before this game week in 4 games. They had 3 wins and 1 draw. So Fulham guys, they have shown this season their quality. Like when people were negative when we just won 2-1, like let's not forget we were the first team to beat Fulham. And we're the only team that beaten them in 5 games, and they played against Liverpool. So we've had a good start of the season. Fulham are doing fantastic to win 2-1 against Brighton. I know it's a few minutes left. It's in the 96 minutes. That game, Christopher Brentford is 94th minute, 1-1 still. But Chelsea are struggling against Southampton. I know that Chelsea are buying a lot of players. I know they're investing a lot of money into the team. Good evening, Bobby. How you doing? I hope you're well. If you want to join, the link is in the chat. You're free to join. But yeah, as I was saying, Chelsea have spent a lot of money. They're continuing to spend a lot of money. But bar the Tottenham game, I've not really been impressed by the way they play. Yes, they showed good mentality and character against Leicester to win that game with the early red card on Gallagher. That's strong, but also Leicester are terrible and they were very wasteful. They should have scored a couple of goals against Chelsea. But if Chelsea lose today, that's a terrible start for them. To lose against Southampton, Leeds, and draw against Tottenham. That's 3 games where they lost points, where they've only managed to get 1 point, where they should get a minimum of 7. Minimum 7 should Chelsea get against Southampton, Leeds, and Tottenham at home, because usually they win against Tottenham. But yeah, let's see. I mean, they're buying players, they're buying all the available defenders in the world are going to Chelsea, but are they actually buying any creative midfielders? Are they buying any wingers? Are they buying any centre forward? I don't know. Like, for me, from what I've seen, they need to invest in the attack. Like, I'm watching this Chelsea game and they're struggling, especially when Reece James is not playing. They're struggling. He's like the best attacking player with Sterling, I would say, and they need more than that. They need more than that. And yeah, I don't know. Like, the pitch at St. Mary's is terrible, and this is just the start of the season. How have they managed to uh, get it this bad? I don't understand. And that was another opportunity for Chelsea. Kai Havertz, he should have scored there. That was a good opportunity. And this is the thing, like Kai Havertz, he doesn't score goals. Oh, it was Broja. Sorry, guys, it was Broja. Oh, he almost scored against the team he was loaned out to last season, and he had a good first season or spell in against for Southampton. Sorry, I think he did quite well, Broja. I know he did not score a lot of goals, but he did all right. He did all right. And finally, I've managed to convince Tom uh, that Wilfred Saha, or should we call him Mo Saha, would be a good signing. He's saying if it's a 2-year deal, he would take it. Yeah, 2-year, 3-year deal with an option for an extra year if the club wants to trigger it. I think it would be good. I think he's that good already. What about you, Bobby? Would you take Saha? Do you rate him? Do you think he's good? Do you think he would improve us? Sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Would you guys take him? I think it's quality. But yeah, Chelsea are struggling. Southampton are defending now. Kovacic has the ball. But we can see now the Fulham Brighton game is over. 2-1 Fulham. Another impressive win for them. 1-1 between Crystal Palace and Brentford. Currently 2-1 Southampton Chelsea in the 84th minute, and 1-1 between Leeds United and Everton in the 67th minute. Yeah, and let's see, where are Fulham in the table? So Fulham are sixth, 8 points. That's an impressive run. And let me actually have a look at the teams they've played, because I know Fulham have played Liverpool. I know they've played Arsenal. They've played Brighton. That is 3 really tough games. I know they played Brentford as well. That's 4. And then there's one more team they've played against. Oh, Chelsea missed again. Another sitter. Sorry, this is the problem with Chelsea. They don't score goals. Like they don't score goals. That's the problem. Or they don't score enough goals. They're not. I don't know. Like they need Aubameyang, but I think even with Aubameyang, they need more creative outlets in that team. And we know that Aubameyang is a fantastic goal scorer. There's no doubt about that, even at the age of 33. But he's not creative. And in games where teams will sit and he can't run in between or behind, how are they going to get their goals? I don't know. Like Chelsea need more players. If they really want to be having a very good solid season, like Chelsea really need to add a few more attackers. I think they have enough defensive cover. For me, the players they've bought, most of them are high quality defenders, and they spend a lot of money on that defense. I think their defense, uh, numbers wise and quality wise, is good enough now. Oh yeah, Fulham drew against Wolverhampton away. So yeah, Fulham have had hard games. That's not an easy schedule to play against Brentford in a derby, to play against Arsenal in a derby, to play against Liverpool, to play against Wolves. Like it's impressive. They've done well, Fulham. A lot of people thought that they were going straight down, but so far, I know it's early on to the season, but they've shown that they are here to make it tough for teams. And Mitrovic, I hold my hands up. I thought he was gonna struggle as usual in the Premier League. What do I know? He's been fantastic for them. He's scoring almost every game. I think he has 4 or 5 goals. I'm actually gonna check. And to score that many goals, I mean, he scored two against Liverpool and one against Arsenal, one against one today, and one against Brentford. So he scored 5 goals in 5 games. Wow, that's amazing. I probably need to add Mitrovic to my FPL team now. I've doubted him far too long and not done him fair. I can admit when I'm wrong, and I've been wrong on Mitrovic, but I'm happy for him. I like him as a player. Like he's a very old school kind of forward type, physical, good in the air, troubles defenders, and it's good to see we got a couple of throwback old school number nines now in the Premier League, and they're doing well. You know, Ivan Toney's another one who's doing very well for Brentford, and yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see Bobby saying that he would take Zaha, Eze, Olise, Gehe, and Mitchell. You know what? I totally agree. I would take any of these players. I think all of them are good enough to play for Arsenal. They are really good players, and they've done well. Um, I'm actually gonna do a new poll. I know that this is a very spontaneous kind of stream, so I don't expect a lot of views because I've not even shared it on most platforms, and I was not expecting to do this stream actually. But I had a flat tire today, so I could not do the stream that I was planning to do. So I was like, you know what? I've promised myself that I would do a stream every day. So I had to do a stream, and I'm going to work tomorrow. So if I waited until all the games were over, it was going to be very late. But yeah, so far, who will win, Southampton, Chelsea, or draw? The vote is on draw. I think Southampton might get this win. We are in the 89th minute. They are playing well. Uh, Chelsea are struggling to create chances, and yeah, they look comfortable. Southampton, and another team that a lot of people underrate, like Don't get me wrong, they have a big beating. Southampton are a weird team. It's like when they are good, they trouble most teams, and when they're bad, they are really bad. So if you play them at the right time, you could get an easy win. But if you play them at the wrong time, they could easily trouble you and win against you. And especially at home, St. Mary's Stadium, they're very good. So we got 5 minute added extra time between Southampton and Chelsea. It is still 2-1 to Southampton. Let's see if Chelsea can manage to get a late equalizer, but it's not looking promising for the Blues. You can tell that they are missing Reece James. He is very explosive, he's very creative, and he's good at scoring goals and putting in crosses. Yeah, big up Anthony, man. I agree. I agree, man. Southampton are playing well and they deserve the win. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching this game. I've been watching a few more games, but they've impressed me today. And they've not had a easy schedule, Southampton. I think they were unlucky against Man United. If you watch that game, you would not be surprised that they're winning today. If they were sharper against United, they could have easily won that game or at least minimum get a draw against Man United. But so far, they're doing well. It looks like Chelsea has nothing to come with to break down uh, Southampton's defense. And Thomas Tuchel looks stressed. He looks stressed. And I've said it a few times. I think something is wrong in that Chelsea dressing room. I think mentally, Thomas Tuchel looks stressed. I don't know how much of an impact his divorce have had on him. No, divorces are never easy, guys. If you've been married to your partner for years and one day you decide to get a divorce, it's not easy. It's not easy. Hey yo, big up everyone that's tuning in, guys. Hey, we got DWTT. Don't waste a tweet. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? How is the chat? How you doing? Um, let's do another poll. Let's do another poll. Let's see what question should I give you guys. Uh, yeah, let's do the Leeds Everton game. It's 1-1. 76 minutes. I'll do a poll. Who do you think will win? Who will win? Got Leeds, Everton, Raw. Sure you vote on the poll. It's up. You should see it. You should see it now. So yeah, I'm doing a watch along. And once the Chelsea game is over, I'll jump onto the Everton Leeds game as well. I do watch along there as well. The link is in the chat. If anyone wants to join the stream, have a quick chit chat, you're welcome to join the stream. This is an open stream. It's just a spontaneous stream, guys. I was bored. I had nothing to do. I had a flat tire earlier today, so I couldn't do the stream that I was planning to do at 5 o'clock. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a stream now whilst I'm watching the games. Why not? So yeah, guys, it's 1 minute left between Southampton and Chelsea. Southampton are leading 2-1. Chelsea have a corner and Mendy is going up for the corner. Wow, let's see if they can get an equalizer. I doubt that they will, but you never know. Shoot outside from the box from Kovacic, but it was a poor finish. Sterling out to CH. CH put in a cross. Mason Mount go for a shot. Oh, blocked by Southampton defender and they clear it. We got 45 minutes, 45 seconds left of the game between Southampton and Chelsea. And Southampton are attacking Cucurella when Mendy is out from the goal, but they've got a free kick. They've taken it quickly. Kovacic has the ball. He puts in a long ball into the opposition box, but again, no one is there. No one is there. Chelsea's attack is nowhere to be seen, guys. And this is why I feel like Chelsea will struggle this season. I know that the transfer window is not over yet. I know that they will try. Oh, and it's over, guys. Southampton did it. 2-1 Southampton. They've beaten Chelsea at home. Well played. Well done. I mean, they deserved it. They did their thing. It wasn't an easy game. They held on to it. They played well. They defended well, and they deserve to win today. Thomas Tuchel, he must be worried. He needs to find a solution to the way Chelsea are playing, and the solution cannot just be to buy players, buy players, buy players. The way he's setting them up is very oh, Everton should have scored. Everton should have scored. I'm now watching the Leeds Everton game. Wow. Everton had an open goal and should have scored. But you can see, guys, Fulham won against Brighton 2-1. Crystal Palace, no, Fulham. Crystal Palace played against Brentford, not Brighton. I've done a mistake in the banner. I've just noticed it. I've just noticed it. Let, 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 let me change it. Crystal Palace obviously played against Brentford and it was 1-1, not against Brighton. Sorry, guys. In case you were wondering what's going on. Yeah, but Leeds versus Everton is 1-1. Leeds are attacking. Uh, they're going forward. Harrison has the ball. It's a throw-in for Everton. And yeah, guys, what do you make of Leeds? I mean, a lot was said about Jesse March, that he's American, he doesn't understand football, that Leeds should never have sacked Bielsa, that they were gonna get relegated. But so far, it's not looking bad. I think they've had a good transfer window. I think they've actually had one of the best transfer windows. I think Mark Rocha and Tyler Adams is improving the midfield. I think Sinistera is Aronson are two very good players, and uh, I think they're gonna have a solid season. Leeds, but let's see if they can win today. Let's see if they can win. Chelsea lost to both Leeds and Southampton. Interesting, lol. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. So let's see. That means that Chelsea are gonna spend another 200 million on players in. That's how they roll these days. Mars knows football and has team playing well. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's a bit ignorant to make judgment on people's footballing skills based on where they're from. Let's be honest, guys. How many good managers have England produced? And England is the home of football, and Premier League is the best league in the world. Like, how good you are as a manager has nothing to do with where you're from. I think people should stop making judgments like that. It's a bit of a, I don't know if it's discriminating. Actually, it is, and yeah, I think it's doing well. And fair play to Leeds for making such a tough decision to fire Bielsa and getting Jesse Marsh in at that time when it was crucial for Leeds and it was tough. Nobody knew if they were gonna survive, but they did survive and they're playing good football this season. Let's see if they can beat Everton. It's still 1-1. It's a throw-in for Everton. Patterson has the ball. He started well for Everton. Patterson. A lot of people have him in the FPL league. So if you're looking for a cheap defender, he could be an option. I would prefer other options, but once the schedule turns for Everton, maybe he could be a decent bench of option. I think he's only 4 million, if I'm honest. So you don't even have to play him, Patterson. Let me check. Let me check. Fantasy football. Yeah, we'll do some FPL talks as well during the stream. If you guys have any questions for the FPL, let me know. Yeah, Nathan Patterson is just 4 million. So if you're looking for a cheap defender that you don't want to play a lot, but you want to invest your money in other players in your squad, Patterson is a good option. And Bobby saying Jesse Mars was in the Red Bull system. They don't hire just anybody, to be fair. He seems to have a philosophy of football which looks good. He has made some very good signing. I 100% agree, Bobby. Uh, the Red Bull kind of empire or system, they know what they're doing. They don't just employ anybody. We've seen it. They've had some quality managers, quality coaching, one of the best scouting system in the world, and we've seen lots of good players going through Red Bull, lots of good managers, and Jesse March is definitely one of them. But yeah, 1-1 leads right now. It's not looking like any of them two are going to score. If I'm honest, this could be a draw. Could we see a magic moment from any of the opposition? I think that Jace just lost the ball. Oh, Onana gives the ball away. Leeds go for a shot. Harrison should have passed to Bamford. That was selfish from Harrison. He should have passed the ball to Bamford. But it's good to see Patrick Bamford back healthy. Leeds need him, especially, and my all my thoughts as well to Rodrigo. I feel so bad for him. Finally, he's having his best season for Leeds. He's playing well, scoring goals, he's creating goals, and he has that awful injury. So I wish him speedy recovery. I never want to see any player get injured, no matter what team you play for. Even if it is a Tottenham player, I never want to see any player get injured. And so I wish him speedy recovery, and hopefully he can be back soon for Leeds because they do need him, especially lately with Bamford missing so many games for them and struggling to stay fit for long. I'm not sure if they will try and get another player in or if they would just manage the squad as it is because I think they got Gelhardt and Sam Greenwood as backup. I'm not sure if that's good enough for Premier League. I think both of them could have done with a loan in the Championship. I think they're two talented young players, but they need to play more senior football to develop even more. So yeah, Everton are trying to attack, and the ball goes back to Meslier. Meslier give it to Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams turn up, give it back to I think it's Llorente out to the left back. Harrison. Harrison is come on, ref. That's not a free kick. That's too easy. It was a 50-50 duel. No, so it's so hard to predict what's a foul and what's not a foul in today's football, guys. Honestly, I don't understand. But big up the chat. We got 7 people here live with me. Tuesday night, Leeds United versus Everton now, 1-1. And before that, we saw Fulham versus Brighton. Another win for Fulham. Another goal for Mitrovic. I was so wrong about him. Crystal Palace, Brentford 1-1. Wilfred Zaha and Wizza scored. Southampton won against Chelsea 2-1, guys. And right now it's 1-1 between Leeds United and Everton. And I'm struggling to see a goal, another goal in this game. I've put the link in the chat. If anyone wants to join and come and say hi or have a chit chat, you're welcome to join me on this stream. But yeah, it's been a good game week so far. It's been goals in every game. Uh, all the team have scored a minimum of one goal, so can't really complain. And it looks good. Tomorrow night we got some more games. Uh, I don't think I can't do a watch along. I'll try and join Bobby's watch along later on, but hopefully Arsenal will win. I'm not even sure if I could do an Arsenal watch along. Like, I would be so emotional, and I would struggle to enjoy the game and do good content. And that's my worry though with watch alongs for the team that I support. I feel like it's easier when you don't support the team because it's not that kind of emotional attachment and you can analyze it better. But when your team is playing, you can get a bit carried away, you can get into the emotions. I don't know if I could do it, but Leeds are trying to attack, but Everton are defending well. Again, like I feel like there's some tired legs out there right now. I'm not sure if anyone is gonna score. It looks like it would be Leeds. Tyler Adams put in a cross wide to Harrison, Stroik, Bamford, Bamford. Oh, he missed it. You can tell that Patrick Bamford is not sharp. You can tell that he's missed a lot of football. Normally he scores that. What an opportunity for Leeds to go 2 and up. But Tyler Adams is fantastic. He's amazing. I've been impressed from what I've seen from Tyler Adams, and I've actually wanted him at Arsenal because I feel like he's such a versatile player. He can play box to box, he can play DM, he can play right back, and he works hard. He is for me a very very good player, and Leeds did well to manage to land him. And so far, he's done well. He was one of the best players against Chelsea as well when I watched them in their 3-0 win against Chelsea. Yeah, we will mention that game a few more times during the season. Big up to Chelsea fans. It's all banter, but yeah, another loss for Chelsea. Do we have any Chelsea fans here? Are you guys worried, or what's your view on Chelsea? Will they sort it out with signings? Does the manager have to change the structure, or does he need to change the way that he sets up the team? Should he change formation? I feel like something has to be changed at Chelsea if they want to have a better season. That's my view on it anyway. If you agree with me, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, tell me what you think is wrong with Chelsea. But Leeds United versus Everton, 91st minute is just 2 minutes left. As I've said, I don't think we will see any more goals. If anyone is scoring, it's definitely Leeds. Everton have looked tired in the second part of the second half, and yeah, another team that I think is going to have a tough season, but maybe they won't get relegated as I was predicting before. It's early days, but with Bournemouth, I'm not impressed by Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth is definitely going down. They've sacked Scott Parker, which I don't feel was fair. I mean, the reason why he's talking is because he cares and he wants to see reinforcement and he doesn't want to get relegated. So it's a bit sad and weird that he didn't get an opportunity, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to make a big difference if they get a new manager in. I just can't see how Bournemouth are surviving unless they buy a few more players. So Patterson is man of the match. As I said, he could be a good FPL option. He looks good. He looks like a young, talented right back, and Mikolenko is another defender at Everton that looks solid. But I think Everton' biggest issue is the same as Chelsea, and the game is over, even though the referee called the game off before the 93rd minute. Wow, that's why Jesse March is a bit anger. I understand him. The game wasn't over, but the ref called it before the game was over. He's doing an AFCON. So another game is over. 1-1 between Leeds and Everton. So there we go, guys. We didn't see any more goals. Everton leads 1-1. It was a good game to watch. I thought we, I didn't think we would see any more goals in that game, if I'm honest. But Everton scrap another point. Let's have a look at how the league looks like right now. Let me bring it up for you guys so you can see live and direct the Premier League table. Another game week has gone half through, and tomorrow we will see if Arsenal will continue to be at the top of the table or if another team can take that number one spot. But I'm not too worried against Aston Villa. I think they have quality players. I just don't think they have a quality manager. Oh, and here's my FPL team, by the way. Before I show you the table. So Andreas Pereira scored me 5 goals, and Burmo just, sorry, 5 points, and Burmo 2 points. And Burmo, I'm gonna sell him, honestly. Like, I don't remember if I've ever owned him and getting any goals or assists from him. Like, he's such an FPL troll. Like, I need to get rid of him. But yeah, I might get a bonus point from Pereira, so I might get end up on 9 points, which is not too bad. I still got a lot of players left. Trent, Robertson, Saliba, Salah, Gundogan, Martinelli, Jesus, and obviously my captain, Haaland. So I'm not too worried as long as Haaland banks in a few goals tomorrow, and obviously Arsenal win and keep a clean sheet. I'm a happy man. Let's look at the Premier League table, guys. So as you can see, Arsenal are at the top still, 4 wins, 12 points. Man City are second, 3 wins, 1 draw at 10 points. Tottenham are still third with 10 points, and Brighton with 5 games now played, 10 points. They lost today to Fulham. Leeds are fifth with 8 points. Fulham 6, 8 points. It's still a very early days, very tight table. Southampton 7 points, Chelsea 7 points, and Brentford 6 points. So Newcastle are playing tomorrow. Man United are playing tomorrow. All these teams can surpass Chelsea. Obviously, Liverpool, if they win, will surpass Chelsea as well. So Chelsea might drop off all the way down to 12th tomorrow. I don't think they will drop down further than that because I don't see Nottingham Forest uh, winning against Man City. So yeah, and even Newcastle might lose against Liverpool. So maybe Liverpool and Man United will surpass Chelsea at 8. But there it is, guys. Um, I'm going soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm just gonna go through the chat quickly. CDM was issued last season. We haven't fixed it yet this window. Yeah, I mean every Arsenal fan is crying out for CDM. I would have taken Kamara at Aston Villa. I would have taken Doucouré at Crystal Palace. I would have taken Tyler Adams. I mean, we've seen quality CDMs getting into the Premier League. I think it's a bit sad that we have waited this long, but again, the club probably look at it as Elneny and Sambi Lukonga were gonna be the cover, but right now they have to make a tough decision. Like Thomas Partey, can we rely on him? He misses. I think he missed more games that he played Premier League games for Arsenal. I think he missed 58. He's either played 58% of the games or he missed 58% of the games. Either way, he's missing too many games every season. If Shaka is CDM tomorrow, I'll be crying at the start of this. Come on, Bobby. It's still Aston Villa. You know my thoughts on Steven Gerrard. I think he's the next Pep Guardiola. I think he's a wonderful manager. Lol. No, I honestly, even with if we have a double pivot tomorrow with Chaka and Sambi Lokonga, I still think we'll win the game quite easily. I just don't rate the tactics or the way Aston Villa are playing. I'm all out of tears. All it takes is Shaka in the starting 11. Bournemouth get three top teams and loses with no support from the club and then get fired. What manager wants that job? I don't understand. I don't understand that decision at all. Like, how can you fire a manager who's played against the best two teams in Man City and Liverpool and the team that is in best form in Arsenal, lost against them, won the first game against Aston Villa 2-0 convincingly. With that squad and with that group of player and the lack of quality, did they really think that Scott Parker was going to do magic against Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City? Did they really think that he was going to be happy and just sit there and say that everything is okay? His reputation was also on the line, so I understand why he said what he said. And all they needed to do was to back him, but again, it's gonna be hard for them. Sambi and Elneny as cover for Party is non-negotiable. Elneny is second option off bench, and Sambi was never going to be ready after just a summer off. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like for me, with Sam, in regards to Sambi Lokonga, I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's a CDM. Not right now, anyway. I'm not saying that he can't become a CDM. I'm not saying that. But for me, right now, if you want to see the best from Sambi, you have to play him in that box to box role. That's where he thrives. That's where he feels comfortable, and that's where he's had his best games. But we'll see. It's not easy to play CDM in the Premier League. We've seen far better players struggle in their first season. We've seen Rodri struggle. We've seen Fabinho struggle. We've seen Partey struggle. So just because Sambi Lokonga have struggled doesn't necessarily mean that it's not good enough, it's not ready, but only time can tell. But we definitely need a body in there. I've said it from the beginning of the window. I thought after striker, it would be the second position that we would have gone for a player. I'm surprised that we haven't. I've always said that I want a CDM more than I want Tillemans because I feel like Tillemans is more an attacking midfielder and we need a defensive midfielder because we got option in that role. So the poll has ended. 71% thought that Leeds was going to win. 28% thought Everton was going to win. Nobody went for draw. Interesting, interesting. So Bobby's saying, I will say there's more than has been said in the press regarding Bournemouth and Scott Parker. Yeah, 100%. It's more to it. It's more to it. I have zero information on what has happened, but if you look at Scott Parker's reaction, you would assume that something has happened between him and the people in charge. Make you wonder why Parker was allowed to start season if losing. Now I don't think it's necessary to do with him losing those games. I think it's more of what the manager wants versus what the club wants. I don't feel like they are aligned. And what a goal by Sinistera, by the way. He looks quality. He's got a banger in the League Cup as well for Leeds. Sinistera could be a good FPL option, guys. If you're looking for FPL players, he could be a good option. But yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we got some more fixtures. Let's have a quick look at them. So tomorrow we got Wolverhampton playing away against Bournemouth. Arsenal are playing home against Aston Villa. Man City is playing at home against Nottingham Forest. We got a London derby between West Ham and Spurs. And the last game that starts at 8 o'clock is Liverpool versus Newcastle. And then on Thursday night, Man United are playing against Leicester City. But that's a bit weird though. Man United play 8 o'clock on Thursday. And then 2 days later, they play against Arsenal. That's good for us. We got one more extra day. But if I'm United, I'm a bit upset. That's not many days. But then again, they got Paul Tierney as referee, so that might help them still. But anyway, guys, thank you for staying this long. I'm gonna leave you guys now. It's been a short but fun stream. But before I leave, obviously,
Baby, where is the remote?
Remote?
Yes.
Arsenal.
What do you mean by Arsenal?
On top of the table.